What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the top of the map. In the red color, playing as Poseidon. You already know who it is, because who else plays Poseidon in this world, if not for Matreiuss, the king of the oceans, indeed. His opponent today, in the blue color, the vanilla expert, playing as an Atlantean civilization, indeed playing as Kronos. His name is Shadowfaxx. The map here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, the map here is Calm Shores. Calm Shores. It's a fantastic map. If we check it out quickly, we move over here, you can see that this map is effectively an Anatolia ripoff, except instead of having 9 fish on both sides, you only get 6 fish on both sides each. So all of the 18 fish build orders, they can be thrown out the window. This is a new map. This is a new me. This is a new you as well. If you want to be playing this map to absolute perfection, you should be going for 12 fishing ship builds with 4 docks. That is what I would expect the meta to be here. The other option here is that winning one side of the water is a lot better than, say, on Anatolia because reasons. Because, well, yeah, it just reasons. I'm not going to explain too much. So this map was released, I don't know, a year ago, maybe by Rebels Rising. He is the man behind the map scripts of the new map scripts of Age of Mythology. He's a very, very smart guy. And the other thing that you might notice about this map that is fairly unique to this map is the fact that it is a mirror map. And what that means is that every single resource is mirrored, such that there is no possibility for map imbalance because the map is mirrored. And it would be mirrored straight down the middle of the map like so. And you can even see there's a relic over here, which means there has to be a relic over here. So it is simply flipped and rotated. So very, very cool map, and very, very... I feel like this kind of map, the mirrored map, is something I would like to be... I would like this type of map to be thrust into the pool just on every single map for like a month and just see what players think about it. Because the fact of the matter is that if you just don't want to have imbalanced maps, so maybe just seeing how it would work for just a little bit of time would be cool. But we know that mythology players are pretty conservative, if that's the correct word. Pretty conservative when it comes to new maps. So we are going to be seeing Shadowfaxx doing an incredibly fast advance time. He's only gone 3 fishing ship here. He's going for an advance, a 410, so it's about a 4-minute advance time here through Prometheus. And he's going to be putting the pressure over here onto Matreiuss's dock. The question is going to be, when is Matreiuss going to be able to get to the classical age here? Now, one thing that you can possibly do here, which is completely fine and reasonable by Matreiuss, is one, you want to go through Hermes so you can delay losing the water. But more importantly, too, is you can just sack this side of the water and send your hero over here, or simply put, build one trireme over here, and you'll be fine to deny this. But it is looking like Shadowfaxx will be throwing a dock up over here, which I absolutely love. Going 6 fishing ship and then getting the rest of the fishing ship over here while you put pressure on elsewhere. Very, very smart from Shadowfaxx. We'll see exactly how this is all going to go. I actually would have preferred to have seen a 3-minute advance time from Shadowfaxx here with the 6 fish into a secondary dock on this location to build those extra fishing ships out of. Would have been much, much stronger here, but we'll see if it's going to work for him or not, as he is going to be getting some oracles out on this location. Does he have focus? No, he does not. He will be able to cast his valor here, though not close to this citizen, so losing out on that one just a little bit, and the dock will be taken down very, very quickly. In fact, I feel like it will be better for him to simply just deconstruct this and not even worry, go straight after the main base of Matreiuss. We will be seeing Matreiuss attempting to sneak a villager over here, and we don't see any Barim coming out on this location just yet. And I think you could probably say Shadowfaxx doesn't believe or doesn't know that there's not a secondary dock over here. And if Matreiuss can sneak a dock onto this location, he's going to be winning very, very hard, as we are seeing the Bareem now starting to harass Matreiuss's fishing ships. And there is the ceasefire. There's the secondary dock. And that's going to allow Matreiuss to continue in this game very, very simply. And I wouldn't be surprised, as he is currently doing this, if Matreiuss gets out Theseus and Hippolyta instantly here. And that's going to be enough to push these units back. I guarantee you this. Theseus and Hippolyta and a Centaur, very, very strong. Very difficult for even focus oracles, which these are not, to deal with. Anyways, we'll probably even see Matreiuss attempt to repair this dock back up. And we are seeing a Bareem popping out here for Shadowfaxx, as Matreiuss has got himself all the fishing ships out. However, it looks like he has lost one of them. And the Bareem are out here going to be causing some issues. I would love to see a deconstruct. I was going to say, I would love to see a deconstruct here with a potential military academy here spamming out Murmillo onto this position. But that obviously is not what we're seeing here. That is not what we're seeing at all. Now we see the Prometheans wandering away, looking for something to do. These villagers going to be happily chopping down wood and all that other good stuff. Now, I guess that this deconstruction to finish this dock up does mean that the Bareems can take everything down over here, and there's not a whole lot that Matreiuss can do to hold on to this location. But I feel like he probably would have been able to take down both of them with the Bareems over here. But now, seems like Matreiuss is going to be able to take out the Bareems on this top side of the map. There is only one dock here, and Shadowfaxx is indeed getting himself a purse scene, and probably going to be able to take this side of the water for himself. And Matreiuss is being pretty sneaky here. He's garrisoning Trireme into this dock, and he's going to have enough Trireme to push back here. You can see it's only 7 Bareem. If you pop out 4 Bareem against 4 Trireme against 7 Bareem with a dock to boot, or maybe even just wait for the 5th one to come out, you can easily hold this dock and get these fish back onto this location with 1 fishing ship inside of the dock. There's the Valor here. We do see a counter barracks down as well for Shadowfaxx, not making those Murmillo that I would have preferred. And we'll see how this game's going to progress here. Given that we don't have a crazy amount of fish economy, as both players are struggling here, I would suggest that this map is, unless you hard win the water, this map is more of a second town center kind of map than a sort of Anatolia Fast Mythic kind of map. So we'll see when the town centers are going to be grabbed and how that's going to proceed, as we are seeing a little bit of a housing crisis from Matreiuss as he's trying to deal with that one, throwing all those houses up, doing their thing. We see the Bareems walking in here. Does manage to take down one of those Triremes, turning around, going to try and take down yet another Trireme here, as the Trireme of Matreiuss all going to go down, and it's seeming like there's just too many Bareems over here for Matreiuss to deal with thus far. He probably pushed out a little bit too far, maybe too early. And it is seeming like Shadowfaxx is in a very good position, getting up this second town center now, as the Terma going to be looking for a raid here into Matreiuss. Matreiuss looking for his own second town center, it seems, throwing up the military academy and a stable. Doesn't quite have the wood in the bank, but he is getting purse seen. He has taken these fishing ship locations, and it is seeming like Shadowfaxx is sneaking just a little bit of extra fish here, which is very, very cheeky from him, because, I mean, well, Matreiuss should have line of sight of this, but he sees one of them, but he's not a little bit too far away. You can just sit on this position here with Alt-S and prevent that from happening. So a little bit of a misplay from Matreiuss there, and Shadowfaxx taking advantage. And we are also seeing Matreiuss doing some more stuff over here, getting those fish, but he is going to be losing those very soon. Meanwhile, over here we see the Terma getting chased down by the Hippolyta, by the Theseus. The Centaur going to be retreating away, and Shadowfaxx says, "No, I want to snipe you." But it is looking like, for the time being, the Shadowfaxx not going to be able to take down Matreiuss' center. The Hoplite, Hippocon are out. And we do see something very, very unique here from Shadowfaxx. He's got one villager on a side gold mine, one villager on another side gold mine, which means that this gold mine is going to expire much, much later. And maybe that'll throw off Matreiuss' push here. And we'll see how that's going to go. We are seeing the town center attempting to come up for Matreiuss. A little bit short on gold now. He was short on wood before. A little bit short on gold. He does have some goats in his base that he can jump onto if he so chooses, but he will have to cancel this military production if he wants to get this town center up. Meanwhile, we see this town center getting harassed just a little bit, but a little bit too late to the party. As Shadowfaxx is now 2 town centers, working on his 3rd town center at the back as well. Like I said, this makes a lot of sense here on this map to get that all happening. The question is going to be, will Shadowfaxx bother getting these fishing ships over here or not? He can simply just send a villager over here to build the dock, and that would be very correct. Or he could time shift a dock over here. Time shift a dock. Very good. Meanwhile, we see the Triumph finally spotting Shadowfaxx's fishing economy going on over here. And it's seeming like that's been shut down. Matreiuss is going to pull back. Town center still going up, but Shadowfaxx about to hit this town center pretty hard. Question is, will he be able to deny it or not? The villagers are getting pulled off, even with only 315 HP remaining. One villager just about to fall here. Another one going to be going down very, very shortly. These villagers retreating away. We are seeing the army of Matreiuss going to be returning back over here. And this is an absolutely huge victory for Shadowfaxx, because it's going to allow him to be 3 town centers before Matreiuss is 2 town centers here. And Shadowfaxx retreating away. The Hippocon, Hoplites, too much for Shadowfaxx at this point. Lots of idle units here as well for him. He needs to sort of get those sorted out. 118 of 130 population. We'll see how this is all going to go. Villagers jumping onto this settlement, going to be popping this one up as fast as they possibly can. We are going to be seeing this dock getting finally taken out by Matreiuss as these fishing spots will be taken. However, all of this travel time that Matreiuss has to have with these fish makes these far fish very, very bad. So he does have to commit to trying to get a dock up over there. As we're actually also seeing Shadowfaxx kind of not worrying about the water anymore, which I don't think is a bad idea. He's got the 3 town centers. It's completely fine. Doesn't really need that. He just needs to get his economy sorted, get to the Mythic Age. This is going to be a tough map to get a gold star, and he should be aware because there's 2 side gold mines here on the map. And there's already walls up, as we do see Shadowfaxx taking a look over here at this gold mine. Medium cavalry coming through for Matreiuss. The economy of Shadowfaxx starting to pick up here, as he's got so many villagers on the herdables here, because he has managed to pick up a whole lot of them, which is very surprising considering how few Matreiuss managed to get here. But the question is, what does Shadowfaxx go? Does he go Rhea? Does he go through Hyperion? Now, Rhea is actually really, really good into Poseidon, and I see a lot of players going Hyperion because of what Kronos does so much. And the question is, what are we seeing? We are seeing Hyperion. Now, the reason why Rhea is good is because Poseidon doesn't actually have a fantastic counter to Chimera. So if Rhea comes through, you can trade out the Chimera, and then you have a Chimera on your side, and your opponent no longer has a Chimera, as opposed to Hyperion, which simply just Chaos is one of them. And if the Poseidon player plays around it well enough, which I know Matreiuss will, we are seeing some good raids happening, but they are all getting cleaned up. If Matreiuss plays around it, he'll just go for raids, and then you'll see the Chaos get cast down onto a stray Chimera on a gold mine over on the corner of the map, and then the villagers on that gold mine will have to leave anyways, as opposed to the trader, which would be much, much better. And then you also have the mental fatigue of your unit being stolen 3 times in a row, because that's what trader does. So we'll see how this is all going to go. Villagers getting pushed back over here. We see the mana getting taken down as the villagers trying to make a break for it. 3.25 speed, not so much, but they will make it to this mana and then get away. And we do see, oh, I hate that Chaos. You have to use your Chaos against Poseidon. You have to use your Chaos on Nemean Lion? Chimera. You get 3, right? Yes. And you get 2, you get 3. I can't remember. Very, very important. Now we see Shadowfaxx trying to find his way in here, but not happening just yet. We see Sultan 4 coming through for Shadowfaxx as well, as he has managed to push off the water. But I mean, it makes sense. You do want to get it, but it's only for 6 fishing ships, so or 75 fishing ship here. So that's funny, but it's what's happening. Bit of an interesting way to spend your resources when probably need that gold to be going to the next age. We see the market coming up in the corner of the map. This is something you don't need to do with Kronos. Build the market here for all I care, and then time shift it to the corner of the map. Kronos advantage. We just see the Nemean line getting sniped down there fairly easily as the gold village is getting pushed back. Matreiuss has only got himself 3,600 gold over here. And we see the Hippocon going for some raids now, as we are seeing Atlas is the god of choice, which I do personally love. Going through Helios here might seem good, but I definitely think the Implode is going to give him more options. But you have to remember that Matreiuss' control of the Chimera is much, much better than your average player. So he's not going to lose too many to the Argus. But the real question is going to be, will the Earthquake delay the Mythic Age? Because he's gone for the Mythic Age in this town center, and he's getting there last. So Earthquake is going to have a full 6 seconds to take down a town center. So we'll see if he's going to be able to do it fast enough or not. The Hippocon are obviously waiting here, ready to go. We see the villagers jumping onto this location here. We see a Ford Palace coming down as well for Shadowfaxx, which I absolutely love. However, he's dropped down to now 123 of 145 population. A little bit low. We see the Hippocon going to be finding this gold situation over here, which is huge, but surely you have some units getting trained. He's making Arcus at this point against the Hippocon. I think you just keep making food-based units, right? You make Murmillo, you make Destroyer, you make Contarius if your opponent starts making counter infantry. And Arcus might come a little bit later against Poseidon, it seems, but maybe that's just me. And we will be seeing there's that Earthquake coming through, and it is, is it going to be enough? No, he's not going to cast it down early enough. Atlas will come through as 100% does pop, and there's fortified town centers coming through for Matreiuss as well to hold on, and we'll see if we can get a big implode or not is the big question here, as the Chimera has come through, and the temple is here, so we will be seeing an Argus to come through as well, and there is the implode, and Matreiuss is simply just going to walk away. He does lose all of his archers and some of his hoplites, though. And the Chimera does end up getting drawn in as well. And I guess that's a half-decent use. Gives him a little bit of time here. But does he have the ability to push forward in this time? Is he getting fortified town centers? No. He has to actually delete some units if he wants to get this fire siphon out and start really putting pressure on. Because now Matreiuss is going to be getting a fortress, and he does manage to lose one unit there. There's the fire siphon coming down. Does he have access to chaos? Not just yet. And you can see, look, Matreiuss is so good. He splits the Chimera up from his army. He's just going to simply look for raids. One unit, one Chimera looking for raids, or just hold him in the back until after a chaos gets thrown down here. But he does have a whole bunch of Satyr, and there's the Earthquake that we were talking about before, not using on a town center, just opening the map up just a little bit, giving Matreiuss a bit of breathing room. And now that Polyphemus is out, this is going to be a very, very tough one for Shadowfaxx to push in. He also loses that mana here as well, so he's going to have to get that one back up. The Palace is coming down. We see the Toxotes coming through. Still no access to that Chaos just yet. So the Chimera going to get some big damage done over here as the Citizen getting pushed back. Meanwhile, the Fire Siphon falling, the Satyr falling over here as well as they're trying to retreat away. But it's just too difficult for Shadowfaxx at this point to hold on to this gold mine. He needs to pull back. We do see an Argus coming through. Shadowfaxx not paying attention. He does end up casting the Chaos over here, which will turn the Chimera onto the other team. But like I said, the Chimera is still here. The Chimera is still here, and it's still going to be a pain. Imagine Trader. Imagine Trader. In fact, imagine imagine not wasting your favor on myth units and instead making Hero Citizen. That actually only kind of works for Gaia. Anyways, don't worry about me. That's a beautiful usage of these Toxotes as well. Unfortunately for Matreiuss, the Chimera gets a bit distracted about his goal and instead is going to be chasing down a Llama Caravan, which is still completely fine and dandy. But now we can see Matreiuss continuing to push forward. We see the Polyphemus jumping onto this town center with glee, swinging his big club as if he is a Colossus, which he basically is. Trying to take this town center down as best as he possibly can. Polyphemus does fall. The storehouse coming up here as some citizen are going to be picked off as well. We see the Toxotes coming over here to take down some of these units nicely. We see another Satyr coming in, ready to start attacking. And now we've got the dreaded Heliopoli jumping into the battle. So very, very difficult for any civilization to deal with, let alone Atlantean at this stage of the game. But the big problem here for both players is population right now. We've got Shadowfaxx with 1,300 food, 300 gold, not spending any of it. He is still 140, or he has that 160 population. He just needs to throw another mana down. And he does have villages over here, so he could throw the house down on this location, but obviously not that important just yet. This Chimera is coming in, and we are seeing some hero Murmillo getting created to try and finish this one off. But Matreiuss's raids are going to be absolutely relentless here, continuing to target down the economy of Shadowfaxx's Kronos. As the Chimera comes in, spots these units, big fire breath, dealing a ton of damage to those citizens. They're going to be retreating back into this watchtower, and this citizen will be getting picked off here nicely. We see the citizen here getting taken down, 8 HP remaining, 2 HP. Get into the town center, run for the town center. Oh, he managed to survive. Feels good. Meanwhile, Shadowfaxx still finding it very difficult to push through the Greek army. And the big advantage here for Kronos in this matchup is time shift. That's what you have to be using. You have to be time shifting into these locations, getting a whole bunch of damage done over here, places where your opponent can't defend. If you're not using time shift, you're not really winning, or you're not really using Kronos' power. That's the super important thing for Kronos. And we're not seeing any of that from Shadowfaxx here, as he's currently getting pushed off this location. We do see an Argus coming over here. Will Matreiuss spot it? No, he doesn't spot it, but Shadowfaxx taps out anyways, realizing the game is very, very difficult to be won in this position. Poseidon set up late game Greek against late game Atlantean is very tough. Even Gaia definitely has a difficult time in the late game against Poseidon, though it seems to be relatively winnable. I do think Shadowfaxx had a real opportunity to win this game, but he just messed up this timing push with his implode. Because what he could have done is he could have controlled all of these gold mines and forced fights over here instead of going for the town center, forced fights on the gold mines, and then he probably would have gotten a gold staff to some degree because he knew that the gold had to be getting grabbed from over here, had to be expired soon, and he could have just put pressure on these locations. And there was definitely a timing here that Shadowfaxx had the advantage, but Matreiuss makes it look easy, takes the game. GG, well played, my friend. If you want to watch more of these games, they are cast live on Twitch, I believe. You join into, I think there's a Discord. There might be an RTS Sanctuary thread. The RTS Sanctuary thread is there. So it's Destroyer's RTS Sanctuary thread. And you go and check that one out and you can watch them all. If you guys enjoying these games, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.